At dinner, my mom said, "You should thank your stepdad for raising you after your father ran off." So, I asked my stepdad if he wanted to explain why he was listed as suspect 2 on my dad's missing persons report. The table went dead silent. My stepdad's fork clattered onto his plate. My mom's face drained of color. I was 12 when my dad disappeared. One day he was there, the next he wasn't. No note, no explanation, just gone. My mom married my stepdad 2 years later suspiciously fast, everyone said, but I was just a kid desperate for a father figure. For 5 years, I believed the story. Dad abandoned us. Dad was selfish. Dad didn't love me enough to stay. Then last month, I was helping my mom clean the attic and found an old police file shoved in a cardboard box. My dad's missing persons case. I started reading. The file was thick, too thick for someone who'd just run off. There were witness statements from neighbors who heard shouting that night. Phone records showing my dad had called my mom 17 times in the hours before he vanished. Each call went to voicemail. There was a detective's note scribbled in the margin. Wife unusually calm during interview. No tears. Already retained divorce attorney before filing missing persons report. I kept flipping pages. Credit card records showed my dad had withdrawn $8,000 the week before he disappeared. The detective had circled it in red pen with a question mark. Then I found the life insurance policy. $500,000. My mom was the beneficiary. It would pay out after 7 years if no body was found. That's next month. I photographed every page on my phone. Then I kept digging through the attic. In another box, I found my parents' old phone, my dad's phone. It still turned on. The battery was somehow still holding a charge after all these years. I scrolled through his messages. The last text he'd sent was to my mom. "I know what you two did. I have proof. I need to talk tonight." 2 hours later, he was gone. I found texts between my mom and my stepdad from before my dad disappeared. Hundreds of them. They'd been having an affair for over a year. My stepdad kept promising they'd be together soon. My mom kept saying she was working on it. One message from my stepdad read, "Just say the word and I'll take care of the problem." My mom replied, "Soon." I felt sick. I spent the next 3 weeks acting normal while I compiled everything. I made copies, stored them in 3 different cloud accounts, and sent encrypted files to my email. Then I waited for the right moment. Tonight was supposed to be a celebration dinner. My stepdad got a promotion. My mom made his favorite meal pot roast with garlic mashed potatoes. She was cheerful, almost giddy. She kept talking about how blessed we were, how far we'd come as a family. That's when she said it. "You should really thank your stepdad for raising you after your father ran off." The way she said, "ran off," made my stomach turn. So casual, so dismissive. Like my dad was a coward instead of a man who'd been erased. That's when I asked the question. My stepdad's hands started shaking. He tried to laugh it off. That's ancient history. They questioned everyone back then. Really? I pulled out my phone. "Because according to the file, you were the only one without an alibi. You told police you were home alone, but your neighbor gave a statement saying your car wasn't in the driveway until 3 a.m. My mom stood up. "Where did you get that file?" "Attic. Same place I found Dad's phone." Her face went white. "The phone with all the texts between you two. The ones about taking care of the problem. The ones that stop exactly 2 hours before Dad disappeared." My stepdad pushed his chair back, but I wasn't done. "I also found the life insurance policy. Funny how it pays out next month, right when the 7 years are up. That's convenient." I looked at my mom, this woman who'd raised me, who'd tucked me in at night, who'd held me while I cried for a father who'd supposedly abandoned me. "Tell her," I said. "Tell her why you were a suspect." He looked at my mom, panic in his eyes. "I can explain." "No," I cut him off. "You had 5 years to explain. I want the truth now." My mom started crying, not because she didn't know, but because she did.